I think Cliff Kingsbury being put in that position, and you know what I'm saying, I think this move was just premature. And I understand you want Jaden Daniels to be under center. I get it. But at the end of the day, in 2024, you didn't hear nobody complaining about Jaden Daniels not being under center and being in the shotgun. You heard nobody complain about it. You knew what type of offensive system Cliff Kingsbury wanted to run when you hired him. It was the same thing he was doing when he was at Texas Tech. It was the same thing he was doing when he was in Arizona. It was the same thing he was just doing with Caleb Williams when he was in USC. So you knew what you were getting. And Jaden Daniels looked like in 2024 benefited from that style of offense that Cliff Kingsbury was running. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand how a year later you dealing with a bunch of injuries and now Cliff Kingsbury and you guys part ways. I just don't understand that. You know, it just didn't make sense to me. I just feel like it was a premature move. I just felt like that the organization felt like they had to do something, and I understand that maybe was some things that they disagreed upon, but I feel like that's not something that Cliff Kingsbury should have lost his job over. Now, this right here is going to be one of those things where Dan Quinn, all eyes are going to be on you, because this is going to be a move in a year when the season start next year. Not next year, but when the season start later on this year, this is going to be a move that we're going to look at a couple months from now and say, was this a good decision to make, or was this a bad decision to make? Because this could ultimately be a decision that could cause Dan Quinn his job later on down the line. That's all I'm saying.